I actually really know that when we understand the science of positive prime, we don't need to convince ourselves to watch it every single day, right? One of the reasons why I think it's so important for us to have a group of people that is ever increasing, like the numbers of people in this community of positive prime professionals who are really our transformational leaders, is because quite frankly, we need to infect the world with positivity, and that's going to require a lot of us, right? But also because I think that there is a role for us to play in helping to spread the messages that might give somebody the incentive to actually watch Positive Prime. And I'm hearing that people are really and truly paralyzed in the United States, given what's happening politically. And I don't want to go into what's happening politically or even what's happening with COVID, because I wake up this morning and I see that 100,000 cases of COVID were actually diagnosed today throughout Europe, and that in the Middle East, it's just as bad. And Poland is really suffering, and so is Iran. And I just, you know, what's interesting is that now more than ever, positive prime is necessary. But I want to tell you why in terms of the science. So the first and most important aspect to me right now is Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's Broaden and Build Theory. The Broaden and Build Theory is actually, if we make it simple, is about the way that our brains function when we're experiencing certain emotions. And they had a group of people in a whole heap of different trials that would go into a functional MRI machine, and they would expose them to stimuli, to content, to something like a positive prime session, and they would actually notice what was happening inside the brains of these people. And of course, the instruments were calibrated, so they knew that across the board, this particular content stimulated a particular emotional reaction in the respondent, right? So almost all of us have a very similar way that we react to watching a beautiful movie of some rolling waves just gently lapping the shoreline, okay? And most of us have a very similar reaction biologically, physiologically, with, and this is actually one of the real research studies, with watching a video of a woman being gang raped. And we all have the same visceral, same revulsion. We behave, and inside our brains, a certain same repertoire occurs. What does that actually really mean if you want to apply the science? Well, there are stimuli that, according to Barbara Fredrickson's Broaden and Build Theory, actually broaden our ability to respond, right? There's actually stimuli that allow us to build upon our strengths, and there's the opposite. Bottom line, positive emotions broaden and build, negative emotions actually do the opposite.